Python drops up in the middle of the class, snake or python, what will be your response? Will you be quiet like this?
Gonna run.
Jump.
Gonna run very fast.
Run away. Run. Somebody strong like Ganesh, catch the snake and kill it. Fight. So you do it. Screaming, yes, alert, screaming, yes. Any other things?
Friendship. Friendship.
Friendship.
What?
Snake. If you put the snakes, if you want to make a friend of it, or you want to catch them.
Too evolved.
Not be friendship with your supplement.
Friendship with the
python.
No, if I am a snake like hunter, it's a boon for me, right?
But still it is a fight.
Yes.
You're using your skills there to fight with an animal. So your nervous system is designed to protect this biomachine. Body as a machine. Your body is a machine. I consider body as a machine. Your nervous system is designed to protect this nervous system, this entire body, preserve it. So for this, the body is working in these two systems. One first system where I feel alert, I feel my muscles are become very tight. I want to fight or I want to run away. So it's called as fight or flight reflex. Or one more you can add fright. Fright, F-R-I-G. Fear. Reflex. What happens here? In animals, it is a survival response. If animal do not run away from the tiger, if a deer do not run away from the tiger, it will be dead. It will be dead. Yes? It is a survival response in any animal. But we are not having this survival problem. We can kill the snake and eat. So we don't have exactly survival problems, but the nervous system is designed in the same way to protect you. Any stress it takes at the level of physical body or at the level of mind, your nervous system responds in the same way as that of a deer running for its life from a tiger. So any stress here, you're okay with this? Any stress here, it can be anything. Your emotional issues, triggering is a stressor and it is triggering. Kidney. On the kidney there is a small gland called as adrenal glands, which is 10 centimeters by 6 centimeters by 3 centimeters size, which releases hormones called as stress hormones. Stress hormones, mainly adrenaline, noradrenaline. All the response of the body will happen because of stimulation of involuntary nervous system, especially sympathetic nervous system, wherein alertness has been created, and this alertness signal goes to the kidney, and on the top of the kidney there are some glands called as adrenal glands. Adrenal glands will secrete stress hormones. Is it becoming too much technical?
It's fine.
But is it new information for you? All of you? All of you is a new information or else?
听说过是吧？肾上腺素听说过。
对，就是在很紧张的时候会肾脏会整个肾上腺素会跑。
Just the term we don't know, but yeah, we heard of it.
Yeah. We know the concept, but we just have to put the word with our own concept.
Okay. You are able to follow it. Or if it is too much technical, I will cut down. Okay. It is a beautiful way where I connect with this to a disease. At least 5 of the disease I can connect and show that, as I have given a statistical information, 70% of diseases are due to stress. So I am trying to talk about stress and then correlate with back pain or neck pain or constipation, alertness, not able to sleep, just correlation. And after that we start about alignment of the body and other classes.
Teacher, I have a question. If let's say, can I say like this? If the person who have a lot of stress, probably they have weak kidneys.
Weak kidney means it is working too much, so it's becoming weak.
Okay.
So you're
Can we explain like this?
you can explain based on the traditional Chinese medicine concept. You are talking in that preview.
Oh no.
Then
I just make
Casual.
a link, like, yeah. If a person have a really stressful life, they will have a weak kidneys. Is it correct?
no.
No.
Maybe it will make the kidney very
Weaker.
strong because it keeps working and keeps functioning.
One way is this, yes. Not exactly kidneys. I'm not talking about kidneys. On the top of the kidneys,
On the top.
there is an extra another gland.
Ah, okay.
Not exactly kidneys. Kidneys won't work. The situation of this gland is on the kidneys, so I have to show the kidneys. Because
So is it making the glands weaker?
yes,
Ah.
depends on how much amount of stress.
Oh.
You're catching me right. I want this question to rise. So if I want to define a stress, stress is equal to more pressure and less resource. Can it be acceptable? I have more pressure and less resources to handle the stress. If the pressure is becoming too much, at one particular point this adrenaline is working and it is trying to balance, it's okay. You know? At one point of time, the pressure is so much high that your resources are getting exhausted. So it's becoming weak. You're also right, you're also right. Initial phase of the stress, it is working too much, so it is strong at that time. After some time, it will go into a phase of exhaustion. I'm exhausted. Then it will become weak.
Oh.
Able to correlate?
Is there a difference between men and women? How much adrenaline? Okay.
Same.
The same.
What happens if the adrenals are exhausted?
Body goes into a phase of exhaustion.
Exhaustion? Oh, that's when you break down, is it?
Yeah.
Nervous breakdown?
Or you can call it as, in the common term, you can call it as a burnout. So for any wellness activities, this information is absolutely vital. You are into which phase of burnout? 1, 2, 3. So this information makes you design your own techniques. So this very basic, this is very basic. I hope you are okay with this. So any stressors, I can put it here. So modern or thinking animal, a human being, do not have survival problems. There will not be a tiger chasing me all the time. There will not be snake wants to bite me all the time, unless I'm in Amazon jungle or something. But I have different problems, but system is same. The same amount of hormones responsible for the deer to run for its life are secreted when I'm sitting in a traffic, waiting for my time to come. Same amount, same hormones, same process. There it is used for survival, here it is used for nothing. So it's a more of logical, emotional, psychological, inducing the stress hormones to be released more. You know? So if you know this, you can work on this and you can control it. That's how it's all the process. For every workshop, if you say this is for me, it's a common. This is the foundational level of uses. You're okay with this? Till this? So any stressors, simple traffic jam, workload, emotional problems, financial worries, relationship worries, health related issues, anything can trigger my stress response of my body. My adrenal glands will start secreting too much of stress hormones. These two names of it, just remember names. Or even if you don't remember, just remember stress hormones. So adrenaline, noradrenaline. Till this okay? Till this okay. What happens? My alertness increases. My muscle tension increases because either I have to run or I have to fight. My muscles has to work more. Muscles has to work more, muscle will contract more. Muscles contract more, it needs more blood supply. What heart has to do? Heart has to pump more. So your heartbeat is more. I'll say increased heart rate. HR is a heart rate. Increased blood pressure. Let me write it. increased heart rate. Heart rate means number of heartbeat per minute is called as heart rate. An average is around 72 per minute. When you are anxious, it will increase 110, 120. So will be checking your pulse rate when you are sitting quiet. Now you are relaxed. So will be checking the pulse rate, and I'll be telling you. I'll tell you how to check also. Increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, increased respiratory rate. My breathing has to increase. Why? I want more oxygen to my muscles to work, either to fight or to run away. Are you with me? My alertness increases. Okay. These are very basic things. Here, my body wants to work in a different way. What it wants to do? It wants to take more blood towards the skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles, more blood. We have 3 sets of muscles: skeletal, heart, and smooth muscles. So less blood supply to digestive system, because when you are stressed, you don't need to digest. See, these few more and less is digestive system, endocrine system, this you have to translate, endocrine system, and reproductive system.
消化系统，第二个是什么系统？
All this will be
腺
then.
体，
腺体，然后第三个是生殖系统。
Stress in itself is a very huge topic. You can write volumes and volumes of the book, and you can correlate with each system, endocrine system, how it is affecting the eye, how it is affecting the stomach, and all those, how it is affecting the skin, age, everything you can correlate. Till this point, okay?
内分泌系统。
Say for example, the deer or a zebra or whatever is the animal ran away from the tiger and it is saved. Does it feel the same heartbeat or it feels relaxed?
Can you repeat?
It's not going to be relaxed.
If an animal who is running for its survival, it escapes the death by the bite of the tiger, and it escapes, not relaxed. Now, will the animal's heartbeat will be the same, or heartbeat will be, blood pressure will be the same, or muscles will be same tight, or it will get relaxed?
It will be same. After few minutes it will be there.
Now, if it is totally, you are totally saved from any stress. Tiger is gone, so you have more distance away from tiger. Now it will be relaxed. For this relaxation,
Parasympathetic
nervous system we call parasympathetic nervous system. In short, this is to make you fight or flight or getting stressed. This will make you rest and digest. So Chinese people already have a good concept. After afternoon lunch, they relax, they sleep. So they are already stimulating parasympathetic nervous system. They are resting after sleep. So digestive juice will be more, digestive blood supply will be more, and they are resting. They are not triggering the sympathetic activity. They don't work. So already good. Already. This is a part of Ayurveda system we are already following. So good about it. That's why the death rate or average life span, WHO World Health Organization tells about average lifespan of a Chinese is 83. If I compare 1,000 people, at what age they die? So average age is 83. Indian average age is 69. Latest information I don't know. I'm very sure that it's 69. Average lifespan of British people is around, I think it is 2. Okay. Average lifespan of Americans, I think it is more. It is 6 plus. So there is a difference in the people who live for long. So we calculate lifespan. This is about it. much bugging information? Or it's okay?
Why do you want to bring in the average age
Average-
from different countries? Well, especially
Especially in China, what my studies says, I am working on cancer also. What my information says is Chinese diet, especially vegetarian diet of a Chinese, and the system they follow. They eat very early, 7, 8 a.m. Before 8 a.m. they eat. Afternoon lunch will be around 12 to 1 afternoon. Evening before sunset they eat.
Yeah.
So you are preserving, you are somewhere, there is a flow, you are flowing your natural rhythm of the body in the flow of the nature.
It is also written in the Ayurveda.
It's exactly written in the
It's in
Ayurveda. That's
Ayurveda.
what we are going to say.
yeah, it's just that we do not know how Indian people eat and rest and so. So I was surprised to see it's quite low. Whereas
Somewhere I correlate with the same because Indian, we are into an evolving population where our workload is so high that mostly I think even for taking 15 minutes rest it will be difficult if you are working in a corporate. If you are working in a government setup, I think most of the time is a rest. Indian little working style is a little different. Some people like Ganesh or me, corporate sector, not working for ourselves, we'll be working too much. We have test. Afternoon, do you sleep usually? Usually, according to Ayurveda or according to this concept, if you follow, we should afternoon nap. One more research comes in the same direction. Afternoon nap increases work productivity in the rest of the day. Can you see this? Can you able to correlate this sentence? Afternoon nap. Nap is a short, maybe 20 minutes to half an hour to 1 hour. Increases productivity rest of the day. See, if you sleep around 2:30, you wake up. So rest of the day will be more productive. So it means you are able to design a technique where after lunch you are not going to give them any exercise. Give them a relaxation, short relaxation. Yoga Nidra, we design a relaxation technique. I can teach you in these 2 days. So you choose the time. If you choose the time, you should have some background information to give them what you want to tell, why I have to rest in the afternoon. See that? The sympathetic nervous system is exhausting. Throughout the day we are using it. And the parasympathetic nervous system has to rest more. All of your wellness programs, all the yoga activities, everything in this world he wants to do is increase the parasympathetic nervous system's activity, reduce the sympathetic activity. Most of modern lifestyle related diseases are because of too much of this.
So if we decrease the sympathetic things, so you mean we can increase our lifespan?
Not exactly directly related. It is a geographical area, your diet, your activities. There are so many other factors also contributing. Your exercise pattern. Indian genes also, we have a more tendency to have a abdominal fat. It is not we are lazy that we are not able to do. It is our genetic makeup is like this. We have a genes of a polar bear, kind of, where we try to store more. We have a gene tendency we call FF. If you check a genetic analysis, most of Chinese people look slim, trim, good, because genetic makeup is like that. So there is a lot of famine or drought happened in India long time before. The body type has changed. That's why rice eating habit is more, wheat eating habit is more in Indian continent rather than Chinese continent. If I see amount of bowl of rice, Chinese people eat this much of rice and this much of beef, some piece of beef, some piece of pork, part of vegetables like this. So content of the food is different based on the geographical areas. So in your questions, not exactly directly related. Yes, of course, by working on this, definitely the quality of life increases, the lifespan increases for sure, but it's not the only one factor. Other factors are also important.
I'm just thinking want to increase my lifespan. Maybe follow the natural body cycle, like eating at a good time and rest at a good time. Maybe the lifespan will a little bit longer.
Yes,
Right.
for sure. But if our environment, we are blowing the environment like anything, and we are in the environment where it's absolutely polluted, the lifespan definitely is going to decrease. So it is not just me, my family, my community, then my stress level, sympathetic activities will be less. With me, my community, my family, my all surrounding people, plus environment. So it is all, it's not just me. That's how our all focus is me, myself, self. So then for your health it should go non-self. You know, so it's a very big concept. We can speak hours together, but
I have a
just focus.
question.
Yes.
And because you just say in the Ayurveda way and in the noon you need to have a nap. It's good for lifestyle, something like that. So I ask question because I teach in the company. They have class in the noon or after their job. Lunchtime before or after maybe 6 hours. I have classes. So for Ayurveda aspects, what kind of classes will be good for their noon class and afternoon class?
What
How to
kind of class you
design,
teach
yeah.
usually?
Hmm?
What kind of classes? Yoga classes?
Yeah, yoga classes.
Yoga classes, you can, afternoon classes, simple breathing techniques, simple nidras are good, simple relaxation techniques, yoga nidras are good, where parasympathetic activity will be more.
Oh, okay.
And even if you do asanas, it
Yes.
should not be too much of dynamic one. So it's very simple stretch, simple
Simple strap, okay.
movement, you know.
But they will just tell her not to come anymore.
I guess so, yeah. Because
But you
most
need to
people-
find, what you could do is you can actually design a little bit of meditation technique after those stretches. Because you will have to go there.
Yeah,
So
of
with that you
course.
can just give some meditation technique.
Okay, for the noon class, maybe the yoga nidra way or some in yoga way is good for their lifestyle, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm happy that, see, this is how we are buffering the questions, because based on this,
Yeah.
if not I'll say, okay, for the back pain, so this is alignment, you check the alignment like this, you have to straight shoulders, and there are 2 points here, 2 points here, 2 points here, and at the center there is a center of gravity. Balance this and give some exercise. I'm giving you the product, but I'm not telling you why. So this will make you design your own. See, now you are thinking in your line. You are thinking in your line. For my patients, for my clients, what I should use based on this knowledge.
Oh,
You know, you're okay with this till this now. Modern lifestyle, more of sympathetic activities causing disease, less of parasympathetic activities. If somebody is very simple, relaxing, not doing much activities, we'll say it's a very lazy fellow, not doing anything. We appreciate multitasking people, we don't appreciate relaxing. So that's how our world is built. Our system is like this. Our system wants this to function more. Correct? All the system, all the corporate work, everything is more sympathetic, more multitasking, more work. So with this, I'll try to correlate. If it is a short term, maybe few moments to few hours to few days to few months, your parasympathetic nervous system is balanced enough to balance this up and down. No problem. For few months, no problem. Till the stress, I put the stress like this. Stress is equal to more pressure, less resources. S is more T, more R. Till your body resources are there to support, I will say like this. So this is your body resources, this is your stress. This much of stress, body resources will manage, no problem. This much of stress, your body resources manage, no problem. This much of stress, even if it is there, even though your body resources are exhausted, no problem. If you give a time to recover. So we are not giving time to recover, so it is working too much. Now to correlate a disease, I will be very alert, too much of thinking. Number of thoughts are more in my mind. So I may end up in insomnia. More alertness, emotional tendencies, anxiety, depression. So These are few examples of mind-body related problems. 70% I already said it is stress. Stress can induce anxiety. You are already feeling anxiety. I'll give you a tool maybe tomorrow as a questionnaire. It's called as hospital anxiety depression scale. In your things, I think we'll try to make it in Chinese version also. Just give it to the client. They will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 questions will make you understand how much anxious the person is, how much depressed the person is. It's so easy. We don't need a psychologist. We just need a simple paper and a scoring system. It's easy. In your working place principal, check your anxiety status, depression status of your teachers. Check the anxiety status, depression status of your children. How many children? If somebody is very anxious, focus more on those children. If somebody is very depressed, focus more on those children. Children have a more suicidal tendencies if the work pressure is more. So you can focus. To focus, I cannot hire 1 or 2 or 10 psychologists and ask them to check everybody's psychological score. It's not possible. Not possible at all. Even if I want to do. But here, I'll give you a scoring. You do it. If somebody is anxious, bring it to me. Bring them to me. Bring them to just yoga. 10 yoga teachers, 10 yoga teachers. Somebody is anxious. You can work on. So, you know that stress is more, pressure is more, and you yourself can do. So, I'm seeing people who can contribute in preventive healthcare services in accordance or in association with a doctor. You don't need to be a doctor. I'm there or somebody else is there. You can correlate, talk to with your doctor. See, in your case, wellness programs, when you use these questionnaires in a corporate company, give the questionnaires. Questionnaires will give you the scoring of anxiety and depression. How much percent is anxiety, how much percent is depressed. And body alignment, you can go and check it. Weight and height. With this, I can check. I can tell the basal metabolic rate and what is your BMI, body mass index, and you can know who is more overweight, who is more less overweight, who is having alignment problem. So this is the kind of application I am trying to see it to happen, so that you replace more of a doctor's
metric.
Yeah, let's see. Mostly about me. You okay till this? Now I slow down and stop. Increased heart rate, increased blood pressure. Short term, no problem. Little long term, I may have a palpitation. Heartbeat increase. Suddenly I face some situations, my heartbeat. People will come to you like this, heartbeat increases. I'm not able to feel. I feel my legs are trembling. I feel I'm having sweaty hands. I feel very anxious. It is nothing but sympathetic overactivity. Perspiration. Sweating increases. Abnormal sweating. Moment I face a teacher, I feel sweaty, I feel anxious. Sympathetic activity. If it is short term, no problem. It balances. If it is long term, same high blood pressure will end up you in hypertension disease. You are with me?